Oh, hello guys. How's everybody been? I hope everybody's doing good, staying safe during this crazy year we're having. I know it's been a minute since I updated anything, since I let anybody know what's up. I'm just kind of in ghost mode lately, you know. Me and my family are just trying to stay safe during all this crazy stuff. And I don't know. So I've been very distant to people in my life and people outside my life. And I just know that long term, that's not the healthiest thing for me or for anybody for that matter. So I'm here, you know, just saying what's up. And I don't know, everything's going all right, as good as it can go, I suppose. You know, our living situation isn't the best. For the past like 3-4 months, we've just, you know, been living in one room, like all three of us in one room, like a hotel room. No like separation or semi-privacy. It's just, but you know what? We have two beds, you know, a bed for my parents and a bed for me, so I'm still grateful. That's all I really need with that, to be comfortable. So just think of the things you do have. I tend to try to not think about the things that I don't have, you know what I mean? Just because I try to do that doesn't mean I've been able to eliminate it. Of course, I think about stuff like that. Of course, I get into a depressed mode. But my depression doesn't really stem from stuff like that, like a lack of what I have. It struggles from my internal, you know, my internal battles that I'm dealing with in my head. Me against me, but, you know, good versus evil, and or somebody who knows what's going to happen if I make the next wrong move versus somebody who doesn't care about if I make the wrong move and almost embraces it and is trying to pull me one way or another. I'm sure millions of you understand that. Whether you've been through it yourself or you know somebody, a loved one or a really close friend, maybe even just an acquaintance, but you know someone. And that just goes to show how mental health can affect anybody in this world, even if they don't have it, you know. But yeah, I just basically wanted to touch base, let everybody know everything's cool. You know, I've been a little bit distant, and you know, I can at least address that. I have been inside a lot lately. I work out every day. I have like 20-pound weights, I have 15-pound weights, so I just use those and everything. I do like 100 reps 2 to 3 times a day because I've maxed out at that. Like, it's not that heavy of a weight. I'm 6'3", 242, or lately I've been 226, so I've actually lost quite a bit of weight, which is good. You know, I feel like I still have a 4-pack, not a 6-pack, and I miss having the extra 2. It's just that at the bottom, the very bottom of my stomach, that's where I've been storing my fat. That's the only spot on my body where I really store fat. So I've been working at that. Every day I get a bottle of water, and then I put like 3/4 of a tablespoon of cinnamon in it, and then I put 2 good squirts of honey in it, and then I close the bottle, and you'll see that the honey gets stuck to the bottom and the cinnamon's floating at the top. They really have to give it a good shake. They say use warm water, and I'm like, that's gross, I'm all set. So what I do is I use room temp water. If you use cold water, it's a lot harder for the cinnamon to blend into the water, and you'll still see a separation, and it just makes it harder to drink and stuff. But this, you know, you get it well blended, and I drink that with my medication when I wake up. And then when I work out, it helps to separate the fat cells in our body from our muscles and from our other parts, and from, you know, it isolates it basically. One of these items in here isolates it, and then what the other one does is it helps us to lose it quicker if we're being active. So faster results, and the isolation is actually very important because then you can target the fat, the part where your body is carrying the most fat, and you can learn. Just Google anything nowadays, you know, it's crazy. You can learn so much. And before, you used to have to learn from a book or from somebody, and imagine how long it would take to just grab like 4 books to find one answer, and you're going through them. Like, we live in a day and age that we're so blessed and we have things at our fingertips, you know. But I'm just worried that the next generation and the next generation are going to use that to become more lazy so they don't have to do as much work, rather than embracing it and raising our intelligence to a new level. I would like to see the future become smarter than us and then continually do that way. Like, we should be evolving in a positive and forward direction. But yeah, this does help me when I work out. The thing is, I don't do much cardio anymore because, I don't know, I just, with the social distancing and me having to put my mask on when I'm going for a jog or going for a long walk, I don't know. Like I said, and I used to always rock the treadmill. I would always do anywhere from 2 to 5 miles every other day. So I would do cardio on Monday, then Tuesday weights, and then I go back and forth, like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a day off on the 7th day and stuff like that. And I think that's when I felt well balanced the most, because you have to work out your all different muscles, or like, why even do it? Because like, my upper body feels great because I work out. I don't even take a day off for the most part because the weights that I have are so light that it's not even a workout to me. It's just 15 to 25 minutes of whatever, and I'll watch something or I'll put music on and just do it. So it comes naturally at this point. But what I would like to do is go to a gym, you know, maybe Planet Fitness got it. They said that $10 down, and then $10 each month, and that's an offer. I think it expired already though, so I don't know, but because I don't have much money at all, I don't come from money, you know. But yeah, it's a different topic. But I don't know, just generalized, I just wanted to catch up with you guys and everything like that. I hope everybody stays healthy, because that's one of the best things we can do right now, is stay actively fit, you know, stay concentrated, and not only work the body, but work the mind too, you know. I know everybody's going through crazy stuff with school, and you don't know what's going on. You're going in, or you're doing stuff over in Zoom classes and stuff like that. Maybe you do a little bit of both. It's weird to us because it's the first time anything like this has truly happened. So all the precautions and things that we started taking in the beginning, we're just going off of what we think about, you know, like a logical outlook on what happened for the first time. And there were sure to be errors and stuff, but I feel like we're making advanced progress. So I would like to see it return to normal, and by it I mean the world eventually, you know. I don't mind if it takes time. Like, I was one of the people in the beginning, I left a comment on a video back in April, and I said, oh man, I hope that people can still pay their bills and stuff like that, and until this subsides potentially in September. And some guy got triggered by it, and he was like, September, there's no way that this is ever going to last that long. They said 14 days. And I'm just like, oh, I didn't even reply to him because it's just a lost cause. And on top of that, he's like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, and I can tell what type of person you are just by a profile picture. It's just a picture of me with a hat on smiling. What is this guy on about? But guess what's funny is I would have loved to go back there in September and text or whatever and reply to him like, oh yeah, so what happened about that? But I don't even remember the exact video that I commented on. It was like a CBS thing or something on the news when they were talking about you know, giving a bonus check or another check possibly, or people were going on strike about having to pay their rent because they're like, no job, no money, no rent. Like, so that's something that I had commented on. But it's crazy to see how triggered people get over nothing nowadays, especially on the internet. And because I meant no disrespect or anything, and he comes out of the woodwork, comes out the cut, and he's coming at me sideways for what? For nothing. So I don't know, but I'm just rambling at this point. It's just been a minute, but I'm glad to catch up with you guys. I'm glad to share my thoughts and my outlooks with the world. And, you know, I would love more than anything to just be able to get feedback one day, you know, at least have a fan base big enough that we could actually build a bond, you know, like, like, you know, fans and the person who is working on the videos and stuff like that. I think that's one of the coolest parts about what people do on YouTube is the connection, to be honest. But I don't know, that's about it for now. I just wanted to touch down for a minute and let y'all know what's up. I'm safe. Just me and my parents are going through a bunch of things. We've been moving a lot lately. Like for 24 years I lived in the same house, or I lived in Randolph, and now I moved elsewhere, and but I've already moved 3 times, so it's just ridiculous. It's hard because the rent and everything, it's hard for us. I don't know. I know it's hard for millions of others, and I just wish that we could stay together in this, throughout this, and no more violence, you know, no more deaths or any crazy stuff, or no more divide. It's time for us to stand united as one, one as all, you know what I mean? And we seem to have it very twisted lately in 2020, so I pray for that to change over time, and God bless your souls. It was good talking to you guys, and I'm out. Peace.